Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Casey.
And I'm Anthony.
And we are Dos Cavazos. So we are on episode 3 of Chernobyl. So this series has just been a whirlwind of emotion, mostly sad.
Yeah.
And
Nothing happy at all,
yeah.
in all honesty.
But I'm still just like looking forward to each episode because the story is just so good. Yeah.
It's like it almost kind of puts you in a trance. Like
Yeah,
you're so
just
like obsessed with these events. I know they're horrible events, but to
Yeah.
see like that fact that this actually happened, like this is like something that I've said in the last 2 reactions, but this is like the stuff that horror films are made of in my mind. To actually see these events unfold and to know that this is something that actually happened in the world, and honestly not that long ago, in honesty, the 80s. That's so crazy. Like it's beyond crazy to think about, and I'm just so intrigued to see how this story continues to progress.
So I feel like even though I know a few facts about Chernobyl already going into this, like the actual Chernobyl, even though this is following pretty closely to the actual Chernobyl, it's still, I just feel like I forget everything when I'm watching this, and it's still like I'm watching things for the first time, like I'm shocked at all the shocked parts and, sad and all the sad parts. It's just so different just to see it, like with people. I mean, I know they're actors, but they just play it so well. It just feels like you're watching it for real.
Amazing.
And it's just, I don't know. I feel like they've done such a great job, and I understand why everyone's been talking about Chernobyl all the time. It's very good.
Yeah. So I've said this earlier in a previous reaction too, but we waited almost like a full year to watch it, but it works out because we get to watch it here with you guys watching us react to it for the first time. But it's just so good. Casey alluded to it earlier too, when the acting I think was just pinpoint. And it's funny, we've only seen like really the main characters. If you want to call Jared Harris and Stellan Skarsgård like the main characters here. We've only seen them really for one episode. They weren't really a part of the first one. Very, very little in that sense. So to see how they continue to progress as characters. But man, it's gut wrenching. Like even that scene in the last episode when Stellan Skarsgård was told like we're gonna be dead within 5 years.
He just like had to take a moment.
I think his name's Boris in the show.
Yeah.
But he just it finally came to like a lot of different realizations after many events that he actually had to see unfold before he came to that conclusion. It's just like everyone was in a sense of denial
and then not wanting to admit that they messed up.
Yeah.
And
now the world knows, or at least where we're at in the show, and where we kind of left off was that they came to the decision that they're going to pretty much have to sacrifice 3 men to go in there and drain the water from below the reactor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all hell's going to break loose. The other reactors are going to break. It's going to turn to lava, and it's going to destroy the other reactors, and it's going to create a damage radius of I can't even remember how far, but like it was described to be like catastrophic.
Yeah.
And that's just insane. Casey said she did know about like the flashlights going out in the last episode prior to that.
That really did happen.
It was a shock to me. I'm curious to see how it's gonna how they do what they're supposed to do now
in the dark. Honestly, I don't know how they do it in the dark either, so this is going to be new to me. I just know that their flashlights went out, so. Yeah.
And I'm still curious, like, if that is, like, a result of, like, any sort of, like, the radiation, like,
probably. I mean, I feel
the
like
batteries and
if
the
a
flashlights
radiation
defective.
can make your hand be like,
then
it probably can make your flashlight defective.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be that way.
All right, well, let's see this next episode and find out what's happening next. Oh no, we're right back where we left off.
Feel like they're backup lights.
Oh, I think so. So they just have like a little flashlight.
I think each of them have it, but it seems like it's like a
powered,
but
yeah, like a hand crank one.
Is it possible that the water has already killed them?
Yes. Oh my God.
Then what?
Another 3 men.
Oh. Did they do it? Oh yeah, I wouldn't touch them.
Oh wow. Beer.
I think that's vodka.
I feel like that was just too simple, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just that easy. I don't know. I guess that was it.
Okay. I'll take that for face value for right now. Oh, she's gonna go see her husband.
You can see him for 30 minutes. Not a minute more. And you cannot touch him in any way. Do you understand? You're not pregnant, are you?
No. I'm pretty sure she's pregnant.
shit.
I'm pretty sure. Why else would they show her throwing up at the very beginning? I thought they would be in a lot worse shape.
I thought so too.
What did I tell you?
Don't touch her.
Don't
No hiding from you, is there?
Oh God.
I mean, you know.
She told her.
Yeah, but they that's her husband.
I know, but
Nobody understood.
Maybe I just spent too much time in my lab. Or maybe I'm just stupid. Is this really the way it all works? An uninformed, arbitrary decision that will cost who knows how many lives made by some apparatchik, some career party man?
I'm a career party man. You should watch your tone, Comrade Legazo.
she's trying to save lives.
confirmation.
It's the Soviet Union.
Good.
She's still there with him.
Oh, he's probably getting some sort of treatment.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
Get off him! You're hurting him! You can't be in here. What's happening to him? Can't be in here.
I feel sad for her, but I'm also frustrated with her as well. But I know she doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
We have successfully eliminated the risk of a thermal explosion. Gazov estimates a 50% chance that the fuel will breach the pad and melt down into the groundwater itself.
Yeah, and where does this groundwater go?
The Pripyat River,
Oh,
which feeds into the Dnieper. The primary water supply for approximately 50 million people, not to mention crops and livestock, would be unusable. I'm told that we will need all of the liquid nitrogen in the Soviet Union.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Whatever you need, you have it. That should be clear
Yes.
by now. Anything else?
No. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to address the 30-kilometer exclusion zone.
Wait, Professor Legasov, is that you? I don't want questions. I want to know when this will be over.
Not within our lifetimes.
Yeah. They have an interesting friendship, weird relationship forming, those two.
Yeah.
Oh, all the abandoned dogs.
What is it?
That one has a leash. Who are those random
I've seen
people?
them before.
Oh, they're the people that asked them. Are we
Oh,
okay?
yeah. From the
Why
bar.
the hell are they not gone?
Now you know why I wanted to take a walk. You can presume the work site is bugged. And our rooms, even our bathrooms.
They've been here the whole time.
Of course, they've been there the whole time.
They're watching them.
Spice.
If we're seeing them out in the open now, it's because they want us to know.
Oh, wow. Why are they spying on them?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're from their country or a different country, just checking in on the situation, or.
Something I wanted to ask you, comrade, but I see you're already asking yourself the same question.
Why did it explode? It's not possible.
Yet, everyone who was in the control room, Dyatlov, Akimov, Totanov, they're all in Moscow. Hospital number 6. We need to find out exactly what happened that night. Moment by moment.
I feel like he's also trying to just get her away from this area, too.
Maybe.
But I agree with him. I feel like that's kind of what he needs to find the root cause of it. Definitely a new character. I don't think we've seen him before.
Who's in charge here?
I'm the crew chief.
I'm Shadov, Minister of Coal Industries.
We know who you are.
You can get on the trucks.
Evacuating.
To where?
That's classified.
I think they're going to use them.
Oh, I wonder if they're...
Come on, then.
Yeah.
Kill as many as you can. Whoever's left, they'll beat the living piss out of each of you.
You can't talk to us like that.
Shut the fuck up. This is Tula. This is our mine. We don't leave unless we know why.
You're going to Chernobyl.
Wow.
They're risking their lives, so.
I know. Is she still right there? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Like you said, she doesn't know the extent of it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Told you no touch.
They touch you.
Stop it.
Safe for
I mean,
them,
it's-
safe for me.
It's not safe for them, though, either, so... Oh, gosh. Gross. That sounded insensitive, but it was kind of gross.
Yeah. His like hair, I think, is falling
Oh
out.
my gosh, just the blisters.
Yeah. Even I bet the sun is probably like torture to him.
That's
lost,
him?
Yeah, he's lost all his hair too.
He doesn't even look like himself. It's only been like 4 days. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I wonder if they know the extent of what they're getting into too. Like how would it affect them being there?
I probably know it's like gonna be dangerous, but I don't know. I still feel like people just didn't really understand like the effects of nuclear radiation.
Oh, they're right there.
Oh my gosh, with no protection, nothing.
I think that's what they're probably about to. They're getting masks. I don't know how
Still,
much that's gonna
like,
do.
Even those soldiers right there, like they're exposed too.
I don't know.
So what's the job?
We need to install a liquid nitrogen heat exchanger underneath this concrete pad. You can't use any heavy machinery. It has to be done by hand.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna need more men. 400 at least. We'll have to work round the clock. How deep do you want this tunnel? 6 meters?
12.
Oh my gosh.
12? Why?
For your protection. You'll be shielded from much of the radiation.
Oh, that.
The entrance to the tunnel won't be 12 meters below ground.
No.
And we're not 12 meters below ground now.
Mm-hmm. So you're basically already
We'll
screwed.
arrive by midnight. We start now.
Oh shit.
I don't want my men here one more second than they need to be. If these worked, you'd be wearing them.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. By hand, oh my gosh. Just,
Yeah, they're working around the clock too.
yeah. And like, that's like no protection.
Yeah.
It's 50 degrees in there. We can't breathe without masks. We can't breathe with the masks. It's like a fucking oven.
He said 50 degrees and I was like,
Celsius.
yeah, I was like, oh wait. Oh my gosh, who's that one? I think that's one of the control who actually did it.
I want you to tell me everything that happened on the night of the accident.
I am the senior reactor control chief engineer at Chernobyl nuclear power plant. I'm 25.
That's it?
They weren't experienced.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, his skin is black, like what he said.
Have you been here this whole time?
No one said I should leave.
I did.
He's burned.
It's not a burn.
Go home. Stay on the other side of the plastic. Or I'll have you removed by security.
I feel like she knows at this point. She's already been exposed to. But she probably doesn't even know either.
She thinks it's burns. Oh,
No,
I mean,
the
you're talking
nurse,
about the doctor, yeah.
Our doctor.
She's still not gonna listen, I don't feel like.
I feel like she's representing like the kind of naivety of the people. Not like by their own choice.
No, they know nothing about this.
But like she's kind of representing
She's gonna
that
have to walk into
as a
it.
whole.
Well, she said it herself. She thinks it's burns.
Yeah,
like
they
she
just they have no idea. Nobody's told them. She's about to walk in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He doesn't even look like a person.
We're gonna have a baby.
Oh my god.
Oh no, this is. It's so difficult to watch. It's just.
Oh my god, I didn't know it was gonna look that bad. And it's probably like tame too compared to what it really looked like.
I mean, it's one thing for that. I'm just the whole situation. Like I understand, like he pretty much explained that, but kind of what you said. She's just naive to the situation. The doctor said if you're pregnant, but she just dismissed it.
Are they naked?
They are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. I mean, they got really hot.
And they wouldn't give him the fans.
We're still wearing the fucking hats. What do you want?
Why didn't you initiate an emergency shutdown? Why didn't you press the AZ5 button?
We did. He did. I swear.
The button caused the explosion? Something's not adding up here.
Yeah.
go. Let me go. Stop it. Do you have any idea what you're dealing with?
Of course I do. Please, I don't...
No. People are going to hear. Do you understand? Everyone is going to hear.
Oh no.
What is everyone going to hear?
I'm worried for her safety.
We hope we have lived up to the highest standards of the KGB.
You have.
There is an enormous amount of radioactive debris and contamination spread out across a zone of approximately 2,600 square kilometers. This entire region must be completely evacuated. All animals still surviving within the zone, whether domesticated or wild, must be presumed contaminated and will have to be destroyed to prevent the spread of radiation and disease.
Oh, no.
In the immediate, we'll have to raise entire forests. We will have to rip up the top layer of earth and bury it under itself, approximately 100 square kilometers.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, we will need to construct a containment structure around the power plant itself. There will be deaths.
What amount of time? And how many men do you require?
We expect this liquidation effort to take 3 years. Oh my God. And approximately 750,000 men,
Oh.
including a number of doctors and structural engineers.
How many deaths?
Thousands. Perhaps tens of thousands.
Begin at once.
KGB is a circle of accountability, nothing more.
You know the work we're doing here. You really don't trust us.
Of course I do. But you know the old Russian proverb, trust but verify.
I wonder if that's who was following him.
And the
future.
Americans think that
The
Ronald
person that's in the
Reagan
car.
thought that up. Can you
Ronald
imagine?
Reagan?
I need her.
So you will be accountable for her? Then it's done.
Wow, that was
Her name?
I know who she is.
relatively easy, I guess.
Good day, Professor.
But if she
I wonder
does
if she does something, and maybe that's why he ended up killing himself in the future, not necessarily because of the cancer that he may be having. Because he was coughing up blood, but the characters they're portraying are just so good.
They say Akimov pressed AZ-5 and then the reactor exploded. They both agreed they were adamant.
What does that mean, though? They're gonna start evacuating here?
I think that they're like starting to draft people.
Oh, to do the work. Oh my gosh.
Because they need engineers, all kinds of other structural people.
These people.
They have no choice. Oh, they're young. Like, they don't even know what they're getting chosen for, probably. He died, or somebody died.
Her husband.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wow.
They gotta
I mean, I get it,
contain
yeah.
Wow.
Mass burials. Concrete.
I wonder if she's finally starting
Yeah,
to realize, like,
the extent of this.
yeah. Wow.
This show is just more and more gut wrenching by the
Yeah.
episode, and I mean, I knew kind of what we were getting into when we started this series, but man,
It
it's
just
hard
like
to
every
watch.
episode just gets darker and darker
And I don't feel like
darker.
it's over yet because
Yeah.
they've probably enlisted thousands of men, boys even.
Yeah.
They're young. They looked so
Hundreds
young.
of thousands. I mean, they've over the course of time they will have.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's sad. And like, I don't know. Like, I understand that it's the Soviet Union and things were different there at the time. But then again, I do understand the fact that, like, they have to fix the problem. Like,
Yeah.
they have to contain
It's
it.
just- it's
And you
so-
need the manpower. Like,
It's just so like It hurts your heart because
Yeah.
you like it's not their fault and they don't even know what they're getting into.
And they have to
but
clean
they're
up
forced
someone's
other people's mistakes
mess.
or you still don't know, I guess, the extent of that the button that
Oh,
caused
yeah.
it to explode.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they get
Yeah.
into that. I'm sure that they will. But
The only thing I know about the cause of it, so I'm curious to see what unfolds, is that it was just a failed safety test. But like the way they're alluding to it is that it's like more than that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I wonder if there's, you know,
I
I'm
guess the
excited
button
to
was
see what
supposed to
they
be
say about that because I don't know.
the button was supposed to be like
Yeah.
a shut-off valve or something along those lines.
Like an
and
emergency maybe, but I guess it was they.
It didn't
she keeps
obviously
saying,
work.
like,
It said it exploded after they pressed
yeah,
it.
so I'm like, did that make it explode? I
Faulty.
don't know. It's crazy.
I mean,
We'll
I was
see.
thinking that it was originally when they started talking about the ages of like the senior
Oh,
people on
yeah.
there. I was just like 25.
That was young.
It made me think that they may have messed up and they just because they were employing
maybe
people that
young.
weren't experienced. But now I don't even know what to think. But I'm sure we'll find out here.
We only have 2 more episodes. I mean, then that's it. Then it's over.
Yeah.
But
I don't know a single thing about the next episode, but I've seen a lot of you guys' comments saying that it's gut wrenching.
I'm afraid.
I'm very afraid as well. Just to speak to like the acting and everything that's going on in this show, Skarsgård and Harris, they're
awesome.
amazing actors.
Like the
And-
chemistry between those two is
Yeah.
just like insane.
And I like how like he's actually started to respect him. Skarsgård is respecting him now because at
They
the
have, like, a
beginning it was
mutual
just like, oh
respect.
no, he was just like, oh, you're just another
Yeah.
one of these people that I could just boss around and do everything, like tell to do everything. But now there's actually some mutual
I
respect.
feel like it's
there.
like they're all in it together. You know.
And then the cinematography of this, like it's so poetic. Like
Yeah.
the ending scene right there with like the cement covering up the caskets. It's very similar to like in the last episode how like the lights,
The light went out.
the lights
They
went
like
out
choose
and they cut-
perfect endings. Like
Yeah, it's just done beautifully. And then also I know we talked about it in the last episode too. The score is
Yeah.
just so ominous, but in a good
great
way,
way.
because it really sets the tone for this entire show.
Yeah.
It's just amazing work.
that composer, I completely forgot her name, but the one who is the
Worked on
composer of
the
this,
Joker.
and she was on the Joker. She's like awesome, and I feel like she's gonna do great things in her life. And I
She
can't
already
believe I
has,
forgot
so
her
she's
name.
gonna have to do a lot.
Yeah.
She's gonna do a lot more. We definitely can tell that. But
Yeah.
every
I
piece of
follow
the
her
show,
on Instagram.
every piece of the show is just done so poetically, and it's just
Yeah.
it's such terrible events, but it's so masterfully done.
I feel like if you watched our Witcher reactions, you would know that like this is not normally how we are,
Yeah.
but like I feel like this show is just a completely different side of us
Yeah.
that you're seeing. And
Very much so.
It's
I feel
it's
like-
dark. We're not usually this like, but I mean, how can
I mean,
you be
the show-
happy
the
with
tone
the
of the
subject
show
matter? You know,
is
like.
depressing. Yes, so I mean, it's just very much.
But I'm still very glad that we're watching it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I keep
so
reiterating.
good, but it's so dark, and I just can't wait to see more. Like, I just want to watch it. Oh, wow.
All right, guys. So 2 more episodes left of this incredibly difficult tale to get through.
Yeah.
We'll see what the next episode unfolds or tells us, or
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to say at this point. Like this show's been a
I'm
doozy.
not ready for the next one. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you all in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.